Welcome to Bookish English. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. Today, I want to talk about a topic that is very important for all of us. Why do we learn English? English is a language that many people around the world speak. It is a language that helps us connect, communicate, and understand each other better. But why is it so important to learn English? Let's explore this together. First, English is a global language. It is spoken by people in many countries. In fact, over 1.5 billion people speak English, either as a first language or as a second language. This means that when you know English, you can talk to people from different parts of the world. You can make new friends, learn about new cultures, and share your own culture with others. Second, English is the language of business. Many international companies use English to communicate. When you learn English, you open up many opportunities for yourself in the job market. You can work for big companies, travel to different countries for work, and even start your own business. Knowing English can help you succeed in your career and achieve your dreams. Third, English is the language of science and technology. Many scientific papers, research articles, and technology manuals are written in English. When you know English, you can read these materials and learn new things. You can keep up with the latest discoveries and innovations. This can help you in your studies, in your job, and in your everyday life. Fourth, English is the language of the Internet. Many websites, social media platforms, and online resources are in English. When you know English, you can access a wealth of information and knowledge. You can connect with people on social media, watch videos, read articles, and learn new skills. The Internet becomes a more useful tool when you understand English. Fifth, English is the language of travel. When you travel to different countries, you will find that many people speak English. This makes it easier for you to communicate with others, ask for directions, order food, and enjoy your trip. Knowing English can make your travel experiences more enjoyable and less stressful. Sixth, English helps you enjoy entertainment. Many movies, TV shows, books, and songs are in English. When you know English, you can enjoy these forms of entertainment without needing translations or subtitles. You can understand the jokes, the stories, and the messages better. This can make your free time more fun and enriching. Seventh, learning English helps improve your brain. When you learn a new language, your brain works hard. It helps you remember new words, understand new grammar, and practice speaking and listening. This can make your brain stronger and smarter. It can improve your memory, your problem-solving skills, and your ability to think creatively. Eighth, English helps you in your studies. Many schools and universities around the world use English to teach their courses. When you know English, you can study in these institutions. You can read textbooks, write essays, and take exams in English. This can help you get a good education and achieve your academic goals. Ninth, English helps you understand the world better. Many news channels, newspapers, and magazines use English. When you know English, you can read and watch the news from different countries. You can learn about what is happening in the world and form your own opinions. This can make you a more informed and aware person. 10th, English can help you build confidence. When you learn a new skill like speaking English, you feel proud of yourself. You feel more confident in your abilities. You can speak to new people, travel to new places, and try new things without feeling scared. This confidence can help you in all areas of your life. 11th, English bridges the gap between cultures. When we learn English, we gain access to a vast array of cultural expressions, including literature, music, film, and art from different parts of the world. For instance, we can read Shakespeare's plays, listen to the Beatles' songs, watch Hollywood movies, and appreciate the works of English-speaking artists. This cultural exchange enriches our lives and broadens our horizons. 12th, English enhances our academic pursuits. Many of the world's prestigious universities and research institutions use English as their primary language of instruction and publication. By mastering English, students can apply for scholarships, attend international conferences, and contribute to global research. Imagine a student from a small town in India reading about groundbreaking research from MIT or Oxford and feeling inspired to pursue a career in science. 13th, English promotes personal growth and self-improvement. Learning a new language is a challenging yet rewarding experience. It requires dedication, patience, and perseverance. As we learn English, we develop valuable skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, and effective communication. These skills are not only useful in language learning, but also in our daily lives and personal development. 14th, English is a tool for social change. Many global movements and campaigns use English to spread their messages and raise awareness about important issues such as climate change, human rights, and social justice. By understanding and using English, we can participate in these conversations, advocate for change, and make a positive impact on the world. For example, Greta Thunberg's speeches on climate action have reached millions of people worldwide, thanks to the use of English. 15th, English facilitates lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and there is always something new to learn. English is the primary language of many online courses, tutorials, and educational resources. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and Khan Academy offer courses in various fields, from programming and business to art and humanities, all in English. By learning English, we can continue to grow and adapt in an ever-evolving world. 16th, English enables us to enjoy a variety of media. With the rise of streaming services like Netflix, YouTube, and Spotify, English content is more accessible than ever. We can watch documentaries, follow tutorials, listen to podcasts, and enjoy music from around the globe. This exposure to diverse content not only entertains us, but also helps improve our language skills and cultural understanding. 17th, English can be a source of personal satisfaction. Learning a new language can be a fulfilling and enjoyable journey. It provides a sense of achievement and boosts our confidence. Imagine the joy of traveling to an English-speaking country and being able to communicate effortlessly with locals, or the pride in reading a novel in its original language and fully appreciating its nuances. 18th, English promotes international collaboration. In fields such as science, technology, medicine, and business, international teams often use English to collaborate on projects, share knowledge, and innovate. For instance, scientists from different countries working on a cure for a disease can communicate their findings in English, accelerating the research process and potentially saving lives. 19th, English supports tourism and hospitality. The tourism industry relies heavily on English as a common language for travelers and service providers. Knowing English can enhance our travel experiences, allowing us to explore new destinations, understand local customs, and interact with people from different backgrounds. It also opens up career opportunities in the hospitality industry, such as working in hotels, restaurants, and tour companies. 20th, English is essential for diplomatic relations. International diplomacy and negotiations often take place in English. Understanding and using English can help us stay informed about global events, comprehend international policies, and engage in meaningful discussions about world affairs. This understanding is crucial for fostering peace and cooperation among nations. 21st, English fosters creativity and innovation. When we learn a new language, we think differently and open our minds to new ways of expressing ideas. Many creative works in literature, film, and the arts are produced in English. By understanding and using English, we can appreciate these works more deeply and perhaps be inspired to create our own. Imagine a young writer who dreams of penning a novel in English that reaches a global audience, or an artist who uses English to collaborate with international peers. 22nd, English aids in legal understanding. Many international laws and treaties are written in English. Understanding English can help individuals better understand their rights and responsibilities under various legal frameworks. For example, a business person negotiating contracts with international partners can ensure they understand the terms and conditions thoroughly, reducing the risk of misunderstandings and legal disputes. 23rd, English supports medical and healthcare communication. In many countries, English is used as a common language among healthcare professionals from different linguistic backgrounds. This ensures clear and accurate communication, which is crucial for patient care and safety. For instance, a doctor from Japan and a nurse from India can effectively discuss a patient's treatment plan if both are proficient in English. 24th, English enhances cultural empathy and global citizenship. Learning English allows us to understand different cultures, traditions, and values. This fosters empathy and respect for others, making us better global citizens. We become more aware of global issues and more willing to contribute to solutions that benefit the world community. 25th, English empowers us in emergency situations. Knowing English can be a lifesaver during emergencies, especially when traveling. Emergency instructions, signs, and announcements are often in English. In a crisis, being able to understand and communicate in English can help us get assistance, follow safety protocols, and stay informed about the situation. 26th, English is beneficial for diplomatic and military operations. For those in diplomatic or military fields, English is often the standard language of communication. This ensures coordinated efforts in peacekeeping, humanitarian missions, and international negotiations. For example, peacekeepers from different countries working together in conflict zones often rely on English to communicate effectively. 27th, English promotes scientific advancement. Many scientific journals and conferences use English as the medium of communication. This allows scientists from different countries to share their research findings, collaborate on projects, and advance knowledge in their fields. Consider how breakthroughs in medicine, environmental science, and technology are shared globally through English language publications. 28th, English supports technological literacy. The tech industry predominantly uses English for programming languages, documentation, and user interfaces. By learning English, individuals can better understand and utilize technology. They can read manuals, follow tutorials, and engage with global tech communities, enhancing their digital literacy and career prospects. 29th, English encourages participation in global discussions. Many international forums, such as the United Nations, World Economic Forum, and various non-governmental organizations, use English to conduct their activities. By understanding English, we can engage in these discussions, advocate for important causes, and contribute to shaping global policies. 30th, English is an investment in the future. As the world becomes more interconnected, the demand for English proficiency continues to grow. Investing time and effort in learning English today can yield significant benefits in the future, whether in education, career advancement, or personal growth. Let's reflect on the story of Maria, a young girl from a small village in Brazil. Maria loved reading, but her access to books was limited. One day, she discovered an old English dictionary in her local library. With determination and curiosity, she started learning English one word at a time. Her dedication paid off. She received a scholarship to study in the United States, where she excelled in her studies. Today, Maria is a renowned scientist, contributing to groundbreaking research in environmental conservation. Learning English transformed her life, opening doors she never imagined possible. Similarly, think of Ahmed, a young entrepreneur from Egypt. Ahmed had innovative ideas for a tech startup, but faced challenges in expanding his business globally. He realized that learning English could help him communicate with international clients and investors. Ahmed enrolled in an English course and worked hard to improve his language skills. As a result, he was able to pitch his ideas to investors from different countries, secure funding, and grow his business internationally. English became a key factor in Ahmed's success story. These stories illustrate the transformative power of learning English. It is not just about mastering a language. It is about unlocking potential and seizing opportunities. Whether you are a student, a professional, or someone with dreams and aspirations, learning English can be a catalyst for achieving your goals. Here are a few more tips to enhance your English learning journey. Practice regularly. Consistency is key. Set aside time each day to practice speaking, listening, reading, and writing in English. Even small daily efforts can lead to significant progress over time. Immerse yourself. Surround yourself with English. Watch movies, listen to music, read books, and follow English-speaking social media accounts. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more natural it will become. Engage in conversations. Find opportunities to speak English with others. Join language exchange programs, attend English-speaking events, or practice with friends and family. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They are a part of the learning process. Set realistic goals. Break your learning into manageable steps. Set short-term and long-term goals, and celebrate your progress along the way. This will keep you motivated and focused. Join language groups. Participate in language exchange meetups, online forums, or local English clubs. Engaging with others who are also learning English can provide support, encouragement, and practice opportunities. Keep a journal. Write about your daily experiences, thoughts, and reflections in English. This practice can improve your writing skills and help you think more naturally in the language. Use multimedia resources. Take advantage of various learning resources such as podcasts, audiobooks, and educational videos. These can enhance your listening skills and expose you to different accents and speaking styles. Seek feedback. Don't hesitate to ask for feedback from teachers, peers, or native speakers. Constructive feedback can help you identify areas for improvement and refine your language skills. Stay curious and patient. Language learning is a journey that takes time. Stay curious, explore different aspects of the language, and be patient with yourself. Every step you take brings you closer to proficiency. Learning English is a powerful tool that can transform our lives. It enables us to connect with others, access vast knowledge, and pursue our dreams with confidence. It prepares us for a future where communication and collaboration are key to success. So let us embrace the challenge of learning English with enthusiasm and determination. Let us take every opportunity to practice, improve, and grow. Remember, every word we learn is a step toward a brighter future filled with endless possibilities. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Saira, and today I want to talk to you about learning English. Learning English changed my life. It helped me make friends and gave me more chances. At first, I was scared. I didn't know many words and my accent was different. But I didn't stop. I learned slowly, just like a baby learns to walk. Sometimes you may feel shy to speak. Maybe you are afraid of making mistakes. But remember, making mistakes helps you learn. If you don't try, you can't improve. Learning English is like learning to swim. At first, it feels scary, but once you start, you feel better. The more you practice, the easier it gets. One way to learn is by listening to English. When you listen, you get used to how words sound. You learn new words without even trying. It's like listening to your favorite music. You can also practice by talking to friends or even talking to yourself. I talk to myself in English sometimes. It feels funny, but it helps me. You can ask yourself questions and answer them. The more you talk, the better you get. It's okay if you don't know many words. You don't need to know big words. Simple words are enough. Just try to say what you want. People will understand. When I started, I was scared people might laugh at me. But I learned that if I don't speak, I can't get better. So, I spoke anyway. Most people were kind and helped me. If you feel nervous, that's okay. Take a deep breath, smile, and start talking. It gets easier every time. Another way to learn is by reading out loud. When you read, your brain gets used to words. It's like exercise. The more you do it, the stronger you get. If you don't know how to say something, ask for help. We all need help sometimes. Asking questions is how we learn. Believe in yourself. If you think you can't do it, it will be hard. But if you believe you can, you will get better. Learning English is like climbing a mountain. You don't get to the top in one step. You take small steps, one by one. Before you know it, you will be at the top. Start today. Speak English as much as you can. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just speak. Learning English is like planting a tree. You water it every day, and it grows slowly. But one day, it will be tall and strong. Remember, it's not about how fast you learn. It's about never stopping. Keep going, and one day you will say, I did it. I remember the first time I spoke in English. My heart was beating fast. I was scared I would make a mistake, but I spoke anyway. Even though I made mistakes, I was proud I tried. Speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Every time you speak, you are getting better. When I started, I watched movies in English. I didn't understand much, but I kept watching. I paid attention to how people spoke and used their faces and hands. I learned that speaking is not just about words. It's about feelings, too. When you speak, don't be afraid to show your feelings. Smile when you're happy. Frown when you're confused. Language is how we share our hearts. Sometimes you might feel stuck. You may think you're not improving, but that's normal. Learning is like climbing a hill. Some days are fast, some are slow. But you are always moving forward. Set small goals. One day, focus on new words. The next day, focus on speaking clearly. Little by little, you will improve. And when you learn a new word or have a conversation, celebrate. Every step is an achievement. I also wrote a journal in English. Every night, I wrote about my day. It helped me think in English and get better. When you practice speaking, try thinking in English. At first, you may translate in your head, but over time, you will think in English more easily. Find friends who want to practice with you. You can speak English together. The more you practice, the better you will get. Keep practicing and keep believing in yourself. You will improve. Chapter 2. Hello again. Let's talk more about practice. Practice is the key to learning English. The more you practice, the better you will get. At first, it may feel hard, but don't give up. Think of learning English like playing a sport. The first time you play, it's difficult. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. Learning English works the same way. Every day, try to practice a little bit. You don't need to practice for hours. Just 10 or 15 minutes a day can help you improve. You can start by listening to English. Listen to songs, podcasts, or watch videos in English. At first, you might not understand everything. But don't worry, your brain is still learning. When you listen, pay attention to how words sound. Try to repeat the words. This will help you get used to the sounds of English. The more you listen, the easier it will be to understand. Another way to practice is by reading. You can read books, news articles, or even social media posts. Start with easy texts like children's books or simple news. As you get better, you can read more difficult things. When you read, try to say the words out loud. This will help you practice speaking too. It's like getting 2 lessons in one. You can also write in English. Start by writing simple sentences. Write about your day or things you like. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep writing. Over time, your writing will get better. Speaking is very important too. Find someone to practice speaking with. If you don't have anyone, try speaking to yourself. You can pretend you are talking to a friend. Ask yourself questions and answer them. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will feel. You don't need to speak perfectly. It's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake is a chance to learn. It's important to practice every day, even if it's just a little bit. If you miss one day, don't worry. Just keep going. Little by little, you will improve. When I started learning English, I practiced every day. Some days, I didn't feel like it, but I still did it. Even if it was only for a few minutes, I practiced. Over time, I got better. You can also practice by using apps or online tools. There are many free apps that help you learn English. Some apps let you talk to people from around the world. You can practice with them and learn new words. If you make a mistake, don't be sad. Mistakes are part of learning. If you don't make mistakes, it means you are not trying. So, always try to speak, even if you feel nervous. Another way to practice is by watching movies or TV shows in English. At first, it might be hard to understand, but with time, you will catch more words. You will also learn how people speak in real life. Try to watch with subtitles. This will help you see the words and hear them at the same time. After a while, you won't need subtitles anymore. It's also helpful to find a study buddy. A study buddy is someone who helps you learn English. You can practice speaking together, listen to English, and share new words. You can learn faster with a buddy. If you can, try to speak with native English speakers. They can help you with pronunciation and teach you new phrases. They can also give you tips on how to sound more natural. One of the best things you can do is immerse yourself in English. This means surrounding yourself with English every day. Listen to English while cooking, cleaning, or even walking. The more you hear English, the easier it becomes to understand. Remember, learning English is not a race. Everyone learns at their own pace. Some people learn quickly and others take their time. That's okay. The important thing is to keep going and practice every day. When I learned English, I didn't understand everything at once. I didn't know all the words, but I kept going. I listened, I spoke, and I practiced. Slowly, I began to understand more and speak more clearly. Another tip is to set small goals. You don't need to learn everything in one day. Set a goal to learn 5 new words a day, or try to practice speaking for 5 minutes. These small goals will help you feel good about your progress. You will see that you are getting better every day. It's also helpful to track your progress. Write down the words you learn. Keep a list of new phrases. This will show you how much you've learned and keep you motivated. Lastly, don't forget to have fun. Learning English should be exciting. Find ways to enjoy it. Watch fun shows, read books you like, or play games that teach English. When you enjoy learning, it becomes easier and faster. Remember, learning English is a journey. It takes time, but every step brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, and soon you will see how much you've learned. So, every day, take time to practice. Listen, speak, read, and write. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you practice, the better you will get. You can do it. Chapter 3. Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something very important: fear. When we learn something new, it's normal to feel scared or nervous, but you can overcome this fear and build confidence. I remember when I first started speaking English. I was afraid people might laugh at me. I worried that I might make a mistake or say the wrong thing. But you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. It's part of learning. The first step to overcoming fear is understanding that it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. They help you learn. The more mistakes you make, the more you grow. When I started speaking, I was nervous. My voice would shake, and I would forget words. But I kept speaking anyway. I realized that the more I spoke, the less I felt afraid. One way to fight fear is to remind yourself that you are learning, not trying to be perfect. When you focus on learning, you stop worrying about being perfect. It's okay to make mistakes and not know everything. Another way to overcome fear is to practice every day. When you practice a lot, you get better. The more you practice, the more confident you feel. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first it's hard, but after practicing, it gets easier. Start by speaking in front of a mirror. Look at yourself and speak in English. This will help you practice and feel more comfortable. You can also practice with your family or friends. If you don't have anyone to practice with, don't worry. You can practice by yourself. Talk out loud when you're doing something, like cooking or cleaning. Pretend you are talking to someone. This will help you get used to speaking in English. It also helps to set small goals. When you reach a small goal, you will feel proud and more confident. For example, you can set a goal to learn 5 new words today. Or you can try to speak for 10 minutes without stopping. Remember, you don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to try. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is that you are trying. When I first started, I thought everyone would laugh at my accent, but I soon learned that people are kind. They don't laugh at you. They want to help you. If you don't know a word, ask them. People like to help when you are learning. Another way to feel more confident is by listening to English. When you listen to English, you get used to how it sounds. You learn how people speak and how they use their words. The more you listen, the more you will understand and feel comfortable. Also, when you listen, you can learn new words and phrases. You will hear how native speakers say things. This will help you speak more naturally. So, try to listen to English every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Don't forget to smile. Smiling helps you feel more confident. When you smile, it makes you feel happy and less afraid. If you smile when you speak, it can also make others feel more comfortable. It also helps to remember why you are learning English. When you remember your reason, it can give you strength. Maybe you want to travel, make new friends, or find a better job. Whatever your reason is, think about it every time you feel scared. One way to build confidence is by reading out loud. When you read, your brain gets used to the words. It helps you remember how to say them. When you read out loud, you also practice speaking. Start with easy books. You can even read children's books or short articles online. As you get better, you can read harder books. Every time you read, you will improve your confidence. You can also keep a journal. Write about your day or your thoughts in English. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just write what you can. Writing helps you practice and improves your vocabulary. The more you write, the better you get at speaking too. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask someone. People will be happy to help you. Asking questions is a great way to learn faster. Another way to feel more confident is by speaking with others who are also learning English. Find a group or a partner to practice with. You can help each other. You can talk about anything, even simple things like the weather or your favorite food. Also, remember that learning English takes time. It's okay if you don't know everything now. Every day, you are getting better. With time, you will notice that you are more confident when you speak. There will be times when you feel discouraged. Maybe you feel like you are not improving fast enough. But don't give up. Keep practicing. Even when it feels hard, you are moving forward. Think of learning English like building a wall. At first, it may seem slow, but each time you practice, you are adding a brick. Slowly, the wall gets bigger and stronger. One day, you will look back and see how much you have built. When I was learning, I had many moments of doubt. I would ask myself, am I really getting better? But then I realized that every small step was helping me. Every time I spoke, I became more confident. So, don't let fear stop you. Keep practicing every day. Speak even when you feel scared. With every mistake, you are getting better. Believe in yourself. You can do this. Chapter 4. Hello again. Today we will talk about how to build your vocabulary. Learning new words is an important part of learning English. The more words you know, the easier it will be to speak and understand others. When I started learning English, I didn't know many words, but I didn't give up. I started learning new words every day. Little by little, my vocabulary grew. The first step is to learn the most common words. These are words that people use every day. Words like hello, goodbye, please, and thank you are used in almost every conversation. Start with these simple words. Once you know some basic words, try to learn words related to your daily life. For example, learn words for things you use at home, like table, chair, food, and bathroom. When you know words for the things around you, it's easier to talk about them. Another way to learn new words is by reading. When you read books, websites, or even social media posts in English, you will see many new words. Don't be afraid if you don't know a word. Just look it up in a dictionary or online. You can also use apps or websites to learn new words. Some apps show you a new word every day, and you can practice it. You can even test yourself to see how much you remember. Try to learn 5 new words every day. It might seem like a small number, but it adds up over time. In 1 month, you will know 150 new words. It's a great way to build your vocabulary. When you learn a new word, make sure to use it. When you use a word, you remember it better. For example, after learning a new word, try to use it in a sentence. If you learn the word happy, try saying, "I am happy today." You can also practice new words by writing them down. Keep a notebook or an app where you write down every new word you learn. Review your words every day. This will help you remember them. Another way to remember words is by listening to English. When you listen to songs, movies, or podcasts, pay attention to new words. Try to repeat the words you hear. This will help you remember them better. Sometimes you will forget words. That's okay. It happens to everyone. When you forget a word, don't get frustrated. Just look it up again and practice using it. It's also helpful to learn words by categories. For example, learn words for food, colors, or animals. When you group words together, it's easier to remember them. Try to learn words in context. This means learning words in sentences, not just by themselves. For example, instead of learning just the word dog, learn the sentence, "I have a dog." This will help you remember how to use the word in real life. Another way to build your vocabulary is by speaking. The more you speak, the more you will use the words you learn. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The important thing is to practice. Find a language partner or a group where you can speak English. You can practice new words together.